Hey guys, so first things first, couple of updates as far as myself. This video is gonna probably sound kind of funny, I think. I'm not entirely sure actually, because I've never actually tested out the microphone on this camera because I always used my actual microphone, but I don't have it set up right now. I'm gasping for air! See, I noticed this in my last video while I was editing it. I'm literally gasping for air. Why? Wow, I've never done that before. Normally, I have the lungs of a singer. I think I have some covers on my channel, right? So I know how to have proper breath support. Why am I gasping for air? I blame, oh man, okay, I'm not gonna get started. I just put myself in a really bad mood. Anyways, so I don't have my microphone set up, and so this video might sound a little bit weird. Don't worry, I'm going to be using my microphone in the future. Just today, I didn't feel up for unhooking it after just hooking it up yesterday. So I wanted to just leave it. You guys can deal with it for one video, I promise. The reason my microphone isn't set up is because I have it hooked up to my actual PC, because I'm going to be using it while I'm Twitch streaming. Because I had mentioned before that I want to start doing that, working on my animations. Maybe you guys know some stuff about SFM or MMD or even OpenTunes that you guys can teach me. Like, give me some pointers or whatever, or just hang out. Which I'm totally fine with either. Now, the question there will be, when will these streams start? Unfortunately, I don't have any way of contacting you guys because YouTube doesn't have a community channel unless you have over 500 subscribers. Why? Maybe I should say I'm going to start next week. Monday. Because nobody streams on Sunday. Plus, Sunday is like a main day that I utilize to have off, so I don't really want to stream on Sunday. I might pick up some, I don't know. We'll have to find out. And the time frame I'm thinking of, I definitely want it to be kind of midday my time, probably around 1 p.m. or so. I live in Ohio, which is in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. So 1 o'clock would be like 5 or 6 p.m. for UK, I think. And 1 o'clock would be, what, 11, 10 a.m. for the West Coast? So, that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm hoping that it might be a good time to stream. I have a string. Can you see it? I don't think you can see it. It wants to focus on my face. Can you see it? Anyway, so I guess I'm starting on Monday. I actually didn't really think this through before sitting down to record this. Recently, I've actually not been feeling really hot. Like, I'm just physically ill all the time. Like, it started, I think Monday? Sunday, maybe? I just haven't felt well. I cannot stop eating. I cannot get enough sleep. I cannot get to sleep. My body is just always physically tired, and I just had a really scary thought. Makes it really hard, though, when you feel like that, to do stuff that you enjoy. I actually tried a little bit ago picking up Undertale again. Unfortunately, I decided to try the genocide route again, and now I'm on Undyne, and I love her so much. I don't even know if I talked about everything that I wanted to. But I do want to get back into animating. I feel terrible that I haven't been working on anything. Actually, right now, with my PC sitting on right now, I kind of, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that artistic urge, I guess. But I'm gonna have to edit this first. Yes, I film and edit all in the same day. My feet are also really cold. That's why my hands are down here. I'm holding my my one foot to try to warm it up, and then I'm gonna switch to the other one. Does anyone else do that? Like, when their toes are really cold, they just kind of hold on to them until they warm up, and then you gotta switch to the other foot, but then that foot gets cold again? Like, I've already drank hot chocolate today. And Ohio's weather, okay, I'm going to vent for a little bit, because normally I don't complain about the cold weather because I like living in Ohio. Really, I do. I don't think Ohio is a terrible state to live in. Really unpopular opinion, I don't think I'm ever going to leave. My biggest issue with this winter is, one, it just doesn't know when to end. It is now, hang on, yesterday was 4/20. I just noticed that. It is the 21st of April, and we had snow, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was snowing yesterday morning. It was the 20th of April. And I just want the snow to stop. I want the cold to stop. And I'm going to admit that the only reason I am as tired of the cold as I am right now is I'm going to blame Parzival. Potty training, housebreaking in the winter is really, really difficult. Now, it's not impossible. I'm going to say that right now. If anybody's looking to get a puppy, by all means. But if you live in a state that has harsh winters, try your best to get your puppy in the summer, because it makes for a really long day when you're spending 5+ hours of all the time combined outside in that blistering cold. Also, can I talk about something real quick? Now, since I'm on the topic of like dog training, I am not a dog trainer. I'm not certified, but I am a certified dog groomer, so I know a thing or two about how dogs communicate in a way. Also, I watch a lot of that stupid reality show, It's Me or the Dog. Okay, I can't call it stupid, because I mean, I did learn a couple of things from watching that show, because Victoria Stilwell was her name. She knows what she's doing, and she really does have some good pointers about how to train your dog. When I was doing my research on getting a puppy, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to do anything wrong. Said every mother ever, right? So I was doing research upon research upon research, and then my breeder said, hey, get this book. It's a really great book. It has a lot of fine pointers. And it was telling me all the same stuff that I already knew, and eventually I was just like, I'm taking in so much information, I can't take any more in. It just needs to stop, and I'm going to see what happens. Well, from what I realized, a lot of the crap that I read online, a lot of the stuff that was in that book, didn't work for myself and Parzival. This whole, when you get a puppy, it has to go out every 2 hours, every time they wake up from a nap, every time they drink water, every time after a meal. Now, there are certain ones that made sense. After a meal, sure, yeah, that makes perfect sense. After some rough play, yeah, that makes sense. Yes, watch, thank you, I need to stand up. After extended periods of time in the crate, Parzival can go a whole 8 hours overnight in his crate without having an accident, but if I don't let him out first thing in the morning, he will have an accident outside of his crate. Like, he'll step out and go. So there are those aspects that make sense. But who has the time? Every 2 hours? Are you joking? No. Pay attention, okay? If you teach your dog that going potty inside is not a good thing, is not the correct thing, and you tell them that outside is the right thing to do, or a litter box if you want to train your dog to use a litter box, or if you want to train them to use the toilet, or the puppy pads, or whatever it is you want to teach your dog. Like, they have the right place to go, they have the wrong place to go. Give them that understanding, and then watch. They will start to show signs of them trying to communicate to you that they need to go. Like, for instance, in my case, I let Parzival outside in my fenced-in backyard. When he finally started showing signs that he was housebroken, he was trying to tell me that he needs to go outside by going over to the back door, which is in the kitchen, which there is a wall between my kitchen and my living room. So when I'm in my living room and he disappears to the door, I didn't know, but I could sometimes hear him cross the tile. So when that would happen, I would start a command, which is, do you want to go outside? And I worked with that. At first I taught him to look here, which is the eye contact command. So that way he had the instinct to come and find me, to tell me he needs to go. And then when I taught him speak, I added that to it. So he comes to find me, and he speaks to me, and then I ask him, do you want to go outside? And then he tells me. You compromise with your dog. This, like, all the information I was taking in was, you are the owner, you are the master, you need to do everything, you need to do everything to the T, you have to have a routine, and it's so much work, which I get, having a dog is a lot of work, but that is ridiculous. You compromise with your dog. It is a living being with their own personality, with their own mind. Work with it, not against it. Now, your dog has to compromise with you too. You are their master, and that's a whole other thing. Like I said, I'm no dog trainer, but I really really wish that all this information that's online, that's in these stupid books, wasn't the information that it is. I wish it was better information. I wish more people would talk about the compromise that there is in training a dog. You work with them. I'm gonna probably end up with comments saying that I have no idea what I'm talking about, that I'm not a dog trainer, and blah 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 blah. When I really know I know what I'm talking about. I grew up with dogs. None of my dogs have ever been aggressive towards people, aggressive towards other dogs. Now, a lot of that credit goes to my mom, and you better bet that I've been utilizing my mom as a source of information to teach Parzival what he needs to know. And so far, Parzival is not scared of me. He's not scared of Bradley. He's timid around other dogs because he's just kind of like, what am I supposed to do? And I mean, he is only 6 months old, so I think fear is a very valid response when you're as tiny as he is. So yeah, I really didn't have anything specific that I wanted to talk about, but I'm kind of glad I was talking about the dog training thing because that was something that I did want to mention pretty extensively. Like, just like I said, oh, sorry, I saw something and I thought it was on me, but it's on my camera viewfinder. There are so many different personalities of people. There are so many different personalities of dogs. Like, every breed has their own personality. Even two of the same breed dogs have different personalities. You have to work with that. Why is that such a hard concept to grasp? I really don't understand. I'm starting to get kind of angry about this now. But I am glad I was able to mention it. Like I said, I wanted to mention it pretty extensively already, so. Also, on the topic of Parzival, he's getting too big. He's almost 6 months now. He's so big. It makes me sad. He's not the little bean that I picked up 3 months ago. 3 months? I got him on the 30th of January, which would be 3 months. No! 4 months. Almost. So, yeah, God, why did they grow so fast? I need to know. I mean, I do understand why. But, like, humans that take 18 to 20 years to fully grow, they live, 70 to 90 years pretty on average. But dogs, when they only live 8 to 15 years on average, then they have to do a lot of growing very early on. But I want my little puppy. I wanted him to stay small. No, I'm not upset about it. Bradley is. Like, when I was talking about getting Parzival, Bradley, and as Parzival's growing, Bradley constantly makes the joke. He'll look at me and go, "You promised me a small dog." Well, he is. I mean, he's technically a small dog. He's not a toy dog, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure corgis are small. Like, small size on the breed scale. I think it goes off of their weight, and I don't think their weight quite meets medium size. I think some of the larger corgis might. I don't know. Also, in my last video, I had mentioned that I was going to do more video blogs the next few weeks, and I'm not really sure what all I want to talk about. One of the things that I was thinking about talking about in this video was something to do with animation, and I don't really want to talk about nothing but animation, because, like, looking back at what I used to do, also, my god, looking back at what I used to do, I was a completely different person. Like, where did all that energy go? 4 years down the drain at Chick-fil-A, that's where it went. It's still a sore subject. Did I ever mention that before? Yeah, like, my job that I quit, that I mentioned, that was at Chick-fil-A. I was a manager at Chick-fil-A. I don't know if I actually said where it was. But no, in my last video, when I was mentioning my drawings from the 7 Deadly Sins, I actually went back to the video that had those images in it so I could screenshot them, because I don't have them saved to this PC for me to edit them in properly, so I just went back and screenshot them. But while I was looking for the video, for some reason I scrolled past this video like 4 times trying to find it. So I was looking at other videos that I thought might have had it, and I was looking at them, and I'm like, who is this person? Like, I've changed a lot. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's also not necessarily a good thing either. I kind of miss who I used to be. Because now, just feels like a part of me is dead now. And I don't know if it's just because my energy is so low all the time anymore. That might be a contribution. As you get older, like, the energy level does drop. No matter how much coffee I drink. Or maybe I should do espresso from now on. Or maybe I should start drinking Red Bull again. That'd be great. No, I'm not. Oh my god. I had a Red Bull not too long ago, and it messed me up. My heart was fluttering. Like, I literally could feel it, like, off tempo. Like, really off rhythm, too. Like, it was never consistent. Oh, it was really scary. I thought I was gonna die. I didn't actually think I was gonna die. I knew I was gonna be okay. But it was, God, it was only a 12-ounce Red Bull, too! What the crap do they put in those stupid things? Those things are so bad for you. I'm really glad that I strayed from Red Bull and started drinking coffee more often. But also, coffee doesn't give me the serotonin that I need anymore, so maybe I should move to espresso. I need an espresso maker is what I need. But anyway, my ADHD is apparently very, very, very active today. I can't stay on one topic for very long, apparently. Looking back at my old videos, I'm definitely a different person now. Well, maybe not a different person, but I've definitely mellowed out. And maybe it's because I've discovered more about who I'm supposed to be, or maybe it's because I've lost a good portion of who I'm supposed to be. I don't know, but this is who I am now, and y'all are gonna have to deal with it. I say that like it's a bad thing. I don't know, maybe I'll end up getting that kind of character back. I think the reason I was the character that I was back then is because I was very, very, very passionately watching other YouTubers. So I was trying to kind of follow their setup, their format. That was the word I was looking for. I was trying to follow their format, follow their energy. Like remember I would always talk about Jacksepticeye, Den is Not on Fire, and Amazing Phil. Like, don't get me wrong, I still, well, gonna talk about that for a minute. I do still watch Jack. Sometimes. I'm not gonna complain because he wants to do his own thing, and I'm totally fine with that. It kind of hurts that I'm going to be missing that part of my life once he's completely gone, but he owes me nothing, so I can't, like, it's not that big a deal. It is for me personally, is what I'm saying. So I do still watch Jack sometimes, but he's not, like, back when I started, he was uploading twice a day, and I would watch both videos every day. So I feel like a lot of the chameleon effect started to take place. I started to kind of take on some of his personality traits. I was watching and rewatching Den and Phil videos a lot, so the chameleon effect was probably taking effect there too. I have a lot of identity crisis, can you tell? I like to take on identities of other people, and now I don't have any friends or anybody to do that with, so this is actually me. Am I actually entertaining? I don't know, we're about to find out. Where did all that come from? Oh my god. ADHD at its finest, when you can't stop your mouth, when you don't think before you talk and you can't stop your mouth and it's just like word vomit. Ugh. But what I was trying to say is that since I'm not watching Jack, Den, and Phil as often as I was back then, it kind of might make me seem like a different person because of the chameleon effect that was taking place back then. Not necessarily a bad thing, but if I seem different, that's probably why. I do still watch all of Phil's videos, too. Like, Phil uploads a video, I think, once a month? I always watch his. Like, he hasn't posted one that I was like, I looked at the thumbnail or looked at the title and I was like, I'm not gonna watch that seems boring, because I think Phil is still very true to what he started with. Well, not necessarily started with, but he's still very true to, like, the format he already has. And he stuck to it, and that's great, because that's why I followed him in the first place, and his videos are still entertaining to me, so I don't, like, and what's 15 to 20 minutes of watching one of my favorite YouTubers. And then Dan, he hasn't posted a video in a long time. Actually, his last video I didn't watch, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was something to do with his book? Or something to do with his coming out story? One of those, or both of those. Maybe it was both. I don't remember. I just remember that I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it, I think because it was a really long video, and now I had just forgotten that I never watched it. Wow, this video was rambly, but I mean, I guess that is why you guys followed me. Maybe I should start doing covers again. You guys can let me know if you want to hear me do some more covers. Trucio is, did I ever mention the name of my guitar? My guitar's name is Trucio. Why I named him that, I don't know. But Trucio is put away, because of the infestation that I mentioned, a little while ago. He's very dusty and very out of tune, probably, because I haven't touched him in years. I wonder if I could even, like, Bleeding Out, I don't even know if I'd be able to sing that one again. But anyway, guys, I think that's about enough rambling that I had for this video. So Twitch streams, I'm going to start with art or animation, one of those, and it's going to start Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be on Twitch. I have the same name on Twitch as I do on YouTube, so I should be pretty easy to find. Not to mention, if you don't know my face, at least you know someone with blue and red hair is pretty identifiable. And even if I don't do an animation stream, I might just kind of talk to the people who jump in and out of the stream. I don't know. Just kind of hang out, chat, listen to some music. I need to figure out what kind of valid music is allowed on Twitch, because I know that's a huge stupid thing. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to link to my Twitch channel in the description below. It will always be there for you guys. I'm going to make sure that it's on the default settings for my videos. Next week, that will be starting. I hope I could be as entertaining without editing down a video as I am when I do edit down a video, but we're about to find out. But until then, bye guys.